Anxiety isn't always just about the present. Sometimes it has deep roots in the past, stemming from the experiences and traumas of our ancestors. In this video, we'll explore the concept of ancestral trauma, how it affects our anxiety today, and what we can do to break free from these generational patterns. 1. Understanding ancestral trauma. Ancestral trauma, also known as generational or intergenerational trauma, refers to the transmission of trauma from one generation to the next. This means that the experiences of our parents, grandparents, and even great-grandparents can affect our mental health and well-being. But how does this happen? Trauma can alter the way genes are expressed, a field of study known as epigenetics. This means that traumatic experiences can change the way our DNA is read and interpreted, potentially passing down anxiety and stress responses to future generations. 2. Signs of ancestral trauma. Recognizing the signs of ancestral trauma can be the first step toward healing. Some common indicators include persistent anxiety or fear without a clear cause, patterns of trauma or dysfunction in family history, unexplained physical symptoms such as chronic pain or fatigue, emotional numbness or difficulty connecting with others. These signs can manifest in various ways, often making it challenging to pinpoint their origin. However, understanding that these issues may stem from past generations can provide a new perspective on our struggles. 3. The science behind ancestral trauma. Research in epigenetics has shown that trauma can leave a biological imprint on our genes. For example, studies on Holocaust survivors and their descendants have found changes in stress hormone levels, indicating a possible transmission of trauma responses. Similarly, research on populations that have experienced collective trauma, such as indigenous communities or descendants of enslaved individuals, shows higher rates of anxiety and other mental health issues. These findings suggest that the impact of trauma can span multiple generations, affecting both mental and physical health. One landmark study focused on the descendants of individuals who survived the Dutch famine of 1944-45. The research revealed that the children and grandchildren of these survivors had higher rates of diabetes and cardiovascular disease, illustrating how severe stress and trauma can influence genetic expression across generations. 4. Stories of ancestral trauma. Real-life stories can illuminate the profound effects of ancestral trauma. Consider the story of Maya, whose great-grandparents fled their homeland due to war. Despite growing up in a peaceful environment, Maya has always felt a deep-seated anxiety about safety and security. Learning about her family's past helped her understand the root of her fears and seek appropriate support. Similarly, John, a descendant of enslaved individuals, struggled with feelings of worthlessness and chronic anxiety. By exploring his family's history, he discovered the origins of these feelings and began to heal through therapy and community support. Another compelling story is that of Linda, who suffered from unexplained panic attacks. Through therapy, she uncovered that her grandmother had survived a traumatic event during World War II. This realization allowed Linda to connect the dots and start working on breaking the cycle of trauma in her family. 5. Healing from ancestral trauma. Healing from ancestral trauma involves acknowledging the past and taking steps to break the cycle. Here are some approaches that can help. Therapy. Working with a therapist who specializes in trauma can provide a safe space to explore and process these deep-seated issues. Techniques such as EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, and somatic experiencing can be particularly effective. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices that promote mindfulness can help individuals stay grounded in the present and reduce anxiety. Meditation apps and guided sessions can be valuable tools for integrating mindfulness into daily routines. Family history research. Learning about your family's past can offer insights into the origins of your anxiety and foster a sense of connection and understanding. This research can involve talking to relatives, exploring historical records, or even participating in genetic testing. Community support. Engaging with communities that share similar histories can provide a sense of solidarity and support. Support groups, online forums, and cultural organizations can offer spaces for shared experiences and healing. 6. Practical techniques for managing anxiety. While understanding ancestral trauma is crucial, it's also important to have practical tools for managing anxiety in the present. Here are some effective techniques. Breathing exercises. Simple breathing techniques, such as deep breathing or the 4 to 7 8 method, can help calm the nervous system and reduce anxiety. Physical activity. Regular exercise, such as walking, yoga, or dancing, can help release built-up tension and improve overall well-being. Activities that combine movement with breath, like Tai Chi or Qigong, can be especially beneficial. Journaling. Writing about your thoughts and feelings can provide an outlet for processing emotions and gaining clarity. Keeping a daily journal can help track patterns and triggers, offering insights into your anxiety. Creative expression. Engaging in creative activities such as painting, music, or writing can be a therapeutic way to express and release pent-up emotions. Art therapy and music therapy are structured ways to explore creativity for healing purposes. Additionally, practices like aromatherapy, which uses essential oils to promote relaxation, and progressive muscle relaxation, which involves tensing and relaxing different muscle groups, can be valuable tools in your anxiety management toolkit. 7. Breaking the cycle for future generations. One of the most empowering aspects of addressing ancestral trauma is the opportunity to break the cycle for future generations. By healing ourselves, we can create a healthier legacy for our children and grandchildren. Here are some steps to consider. Education. Educate yourself and your family about the effects of trauma and the importance of mental health. Reading books, attending workshops, and participating in discussions can broaden your understanding. Open communication. Foster an environment where discussing feelings and mental health is encouraged and normalized. This can involve regular family meetings, one-on-one conversations, and creating safe spaces for dialogue. Healthy coping strategies. Model and teach effective coping strategies for managing stress and anxiety. Demonstrate how to use breathing exercises, mindfulness techniques, and other tools in daily life. Building resilience. Focus on building resilience and emotional intelligence to better navigate life's challenges. Encourage problem-solving skills, adaptability, and positive thinking in children and young adults. 8. The role of community and culture. Community and cultural practices can play a significant role in healing from ancestral trauma. Engaging in cultural traditions and rituals can provide a sense of identity and belonging, which can be incredibly grounding. Additionally, community support can offer a network of individuals who understand and validate your experiences. For example, Indigenous communities often use storytelling, ceremonies, and communal activities as a means of healing and preserving their heritage. These practices can provide a framework for understanding and processing trauma in a supportive environment. In African American communities, cultural practices such as family reunions, spiritual gatherings, and artistic expressions, like music and dance, serve as vital sources of strength and healing. These activities can reinforce a sense of community and shared resilience. 9. The importance of self-compassion. Healing from ancestral trauma is a journey that requires patience and self-compassion. It's important to recognize that these patterns have been developed over generations and won't be resolved overnight. Here are some tips for cultivating self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings. Allow yourself to feel and express your emotions without judgment. Practice self-validation by reminding yourself that your feelings are valid and understandable. Practice self-care. Engage in activities that nourish your body, mind, and spirit. This can include anything from taking a relaxing bath to spending time in nature. Set boundaries. Protect your energy by setting healthy boundaries with others. Learn to say no to activities or commitments that drain you and prioritize your well-being. Seek support. Don't hesitate to reach out for help when you need it, whether from friends, family, or professionals. Building a support network can provide comfort and guidance during challenging times. Understanding and healing from ancestral trauma can be a powerful step towards reducing anxiety and improving overall mental health. By acknowledging the past and taking proactive steps in the present, we can break free from generational patterns.